welcome to another exciting episode on Music Hall, live on GlobeTv GH. I'm your host, Sewa Peto. On today's show, we're going to talk about the youth music and how it has influenced our youth in Ghana. We'll go for a short commercial break. When we come back, I'll introduce my guest. I have with me in the studio today Mr. Solomon Mensah and our very own DJ Hector. Thanks for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
On today's episode, we're going to talk about how music has influenced the youth in our country. So, Mr. Solomon, let me start with you. What's your take on music? What is music?
Well, music is simply an art where its medium is through sound. When we say music, it's just an art through which we send a message across.
Yes.
Yeah, that's music. I mean, music is broad too. I mean, this is kind of
DJ. Since you're a DJ, I know maybe you have more to add.
Oh, to add to what he said.
Yeah.
Music is life. Music is everything.
Music is everything. Okay.
You can use music to communicate, music to send a message. Music is life.
So, if I'm to put what both of you said, music is everything. Music is an art that is formed from everything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. I mean,
someone can even sit and create a music in just an instance with what he perceives or what he has dreamt about. Yeah. Music is origin. It's everywhere.
And to the main topic, you're saying that. Do you think that modern day music has an influence on our youth in Ghana, Mr. Solomon?
Oh yeah, I mean, modern day music has a very big influence on our music, on our youth. Sorry, in Ghana. I mean, it sends across all kinds of messages. I mean, both the positive and the negative, and the influences is just so massive that yes, I mean, you can just recollect a whole book that has been written through music than giving you a book to read.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, there are some songs that I can tell you you were taught some probably 10 years ago and you can still sing 20 years ago. Yeah. So music has an influence. I mean, directly, indirectly, music just has an influence both on the youth, even the adults as well.
Everyone.
I can say music has a lot of influence on our youth when it comes to the bad side and the good side. Music nowadays is like people sit, write music, and our youth also respond to whatever they sing. It's like, back in the days, their youthful days, those days, not like our days now.
Yeah.
Right now, our youth, like, we are very smart and we pick everything from what we see. So someone can sing anything and Charlie, you're just to know. So Charlie, the influence there. Yeah.
So how do you see the influence? Do you think that, especially when we can't even take gospel out, all the genres of music, how do you see its influence? Is it good or bad in the behavior of the youth today?
Well, okay, thank you. I mean, music influence on our youth today, with what I am seeing, I'm a youth, is bad. Honestly, it's bad.
Why do you say so?
It's bad because we get to hear more of a bad kind of song. When I say bad song, I mean songs which contain lyrical contents that are so abusive. I mean, drug abuse, sex. All our music talks about now is drugs, is sex, and then love. I mean, and our kind of music doesn't even portray the right kind of love. I mean, all we talk about is love between a male and a female, and not trying to even grow the relationship. It's just, it's just there. If you're not careful, you just have to follow tune, whatever is good. So as for the influence, is bad. I don't want to say the good aspect because I feel the good side of music has been overshadowed by the bad side. I mean, there are good songs, But even the good songs, you would find an artist, let's say an artist talking about deforestation in Ghana, and then the video you will find a lady wearing the shorts. So how does that?
We'll come to that.
Yeah, so it's bad. Yeah, it's bad.
What do you say?
I'm sorry. In Ghana we have a whole genres of music. We have the gospel, the hip life, the high life, and to the gospel side, they are doing well making their gospel music, and it's influencing them positively. In fact, like they are really doing well. And to the hip life, I say, I don't want to mention any artist name.
Oh no, we don't want trouble.
But they are also doing well, and the influence they are giving to our youth now, the songs they are writing, like as you said, love, sex. And without sex, it's like they can't even write a song.
Yes.
Or without love, they can't write a song.
It's like that is what is selling now.
That is what our youth
enjoy.
Like. We enjoy sex songs, love songs.
Okay.
But in fact, they produce the radio edit and the dirty edit. That's a two-side. What you can play on radio.
Yeah.
Maybe if there is, let's say, some profane words in it, you can play on radio. So they do both sides, but still, our youth like the dirty ones.
Yeah.
So they influence very badly.
Okay, but is there any authority that is in charge of the lyrical content of music? Because it looks like now all the content, the lyrics in every music, like they are profane, most of the songs out there, and sometimes they play on radio without even, you said there's a radio side or something, they don't edit it, they just play it raw, especially when you listen to it in the evening.
Listen, every songwriter has its instrumentals of the song, the radio one and the dirty one. So you can't produce a song, or you can't write a song without all those. You have instrumentals, the dirty one, the radio one and stuff.
Okay.
So what you can play on radio, and there is an authority to that. One is the copyright. Copyright, they endorse the music, and even if your song is supposed to be nominated on the BGM, the board will sit and see the book of the song before. So the authority there child playing it.
Okay.
But some forgo and ignore them, then think of something small and talk.
Okay.
Well, I think the authorities are doing their best, but yes, I blame the media. You see, I blame the media. For me, it has always been the media on my part, because when a song is bad, what makes a song bad, or some kind of music bad? Is it the lyrics? Yeah, there are some songs sometimes I get to listen to them like, so what at all is so special about the song? Because I believe music is supposed to carry a message.
Yes.
So if I am a host to a program and I am even to play a song, I believe there should be a lineage between the song I will play on my program and then my program itself.
Yes.
Now the media doesn't really care about what song to play and what song not to play. At the end of the day, all they need is to get their viewers, because we are in a business world. So I would not say the authorities, because authorities are working. I know of Media Commission, I know of Ghana Music sometimes Association and all that. Musica, for instance. Even if Musica says, okay, look, let's put a ban on this song, at the end of the day, what is the media doing about it? Yes, because at the end of the day, if Musica is to put a stop to it, let's not play this song, and you keep on playing on your radio stations, your TV stations, what happens to that? So it's the media. It's not, it has nothing to do with commission. Yeah.
Okay. Viewers, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this. program is proudly sponsored by JM Ado and Sons Company Limited, New Global Pharmaceuticals, Global Production House, and Event Management. Before we went on the break, we were talking about the influence. Still on it, I want to know, with music videos and what it portrays, how do you see it? And how people behave now? Because I know people that copy how the ladies dress in videos and go the same way. What do you think about that?
To me, I say it's from the video directors. If someone comes out with a song, you have to sit, analyze the song, and know what the person or the message the person is trying to send to the public, and create something. He or she has to be creative about the song. So create something going according to the song, not wayward. Portray what the person is trying to, like what's the message like the person is trying to give. Portray that kind of message, and we are there. But someone will produce a song, maybe like a love song, and you'll be saying something else in the song, in the club. Create something, a video about love, someone dumps someone going for someone, and all this stuff. But someone will bring up a song, and the video director will go wayward someone else. So I mean, it's from the video directors.
It's from the video.
Well, I kind of side with him a bit, and I think it's not really all about the video directors. You know, our society lately has been different as compared to sometimes we growing up. I mean, the music videos do not, and I say with no regret, they do not depict our culture, hands down. Because see, we have a song, I said another example. I mean, an artist would write a song, let's say, on corruption. Or let me even use a lady in Ghana who wants cleanliness. And then you find a lady wearing a very short dress, cleaning the gutters. You see, we don't think about the impact that the message the music does. What we are looking at is the number of followers, the number of fans. It's all we are thinking about. So yeah, you know, our music videos is portraying so much pornography to the extent that it is influencing our daily lives. Hands down, it is just influencing our daily lives. It is not about the DJs, it's not about the directors, it's just the society. And the media, I am still on the media, you see, everybody wants to have some number of followers. So hey, I mean, if I do a video and I can get 10 million viewers to watch, why don't I do a new kind of video? Obviously, whether it will have a negative impact or a positive impact. And the outcome has always been negative. The videos are really bad. I mean, yeah, sorry, but it's bad.
Yes, I agree with what you said. But do you think that, before we went on it, because asking about the authorities, do you think that they should tighten their belts? They should do more, because you said that sometimes they put a ban on the music, but yes, still the media goes ahead to play. So don't you think there should be a form of punishment or something, that if we've banned this music, no radio station or TV station must play it?
Well, one of the problems we have in Ghana is, I always say, the system is not working. Yeah, we have institutions, and you know, when you get caught up in the law, you know Ghana has a lot of laws around that. Yes, our system is not working. It's just simple. You know, who checks who? I'm an artist.
So who is monitoring?
Who is monitoring who? At the end of the day, I bring out a song, I do a video on it. It is whose duty to check whether this song has the right to go on air or not. So it's a failure on the authorities, their part. I don't know how they're going to do it. I mean, we pray that the commissions and the authorities really work. As for the laws, they are there. Yes, there was a time where a particular TV channel was showcasing some things. It took like 6 months before I saw an article. Okay, we have actually banned this blah 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 from doing this. It took 6 months. Do you know what has happened within that 6 months? You understand? So I pray our authorities, you know, they tighten whatever, but
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
My question is, should there be a ban on the lyrical contents that are not friendly? Let me put it in that quote. I hope you get my question.
I get it.
Yes. Do you think there should be a ban? Because now everyone can say anything at any time, and there's nothing that has been done about it for a very long time. You meet little kids on the road, and the kind of songs they are listening, like singing. Sometimes I wonder if they really understand it. Do you think there should be a ban on it?
Well, there is a ban. It's not like there isn't. There is a ban on profane words and all that. There is a ban on it. I know vividly there are songs that you can. There are some words that are not supposed to come on air.
Yes.
There is, but now music is a very sensitive part of our society, and it's so dynamic that we ourselves can create words to mean another thing. That's the problem. You see, we can create words. We know, okay, if I mention A, it's obvious that is what I'm trying to say. So I'll try create a word to mean, and then our youth are so smart that they're able to get the understanding of what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I think what we are supposed to do is to regulate as and when to play what song at what time. Because there is a ban. There are some words you can mention. I know for sure, and I know you will not allow me to mention some words here.
Yes.
You get it. But if there is a regulation where I know, okay, I'm a media house, I can play this song around this time, even though there is a ban on these words. A musician has fine. You know what I'm trying to say. There are some words which mean another thing.
Yes.
So I can play these kind of songs. Maybe around 7, 8. We should have a regulation to check what song is being played at what time. I think that will be the solution to some of these problems we are facing. As for the ban, is there, and they have stopped. But there are new words evolving. How are we going to manage those ones?
DJ.
Yes, I just want to add up to what he said. You see, there are bans on those words,
Okay.
but a musician will not create a song or write a song and he knows like the words coming out are not good. Still sing the song and do a remix of that song with maybe clear that part from it. Take it to a radio station, they play it. But give it to a normal DJs, the roadside DJs, and they also play that one too. My main idea is on the roadside DJ. He will go and download the clean version, download the dirty one, then play that one, and the youth will listen to that one. But the radio station somewhere has the clean version. So he was saying maybe, yeah, I can play this one at 7. You can play it anytime because he has the clean version. And that's giving the dirty one to the street.
Okay.
So that one too, like, it's supposed to be checked or something.
But why is there always a clean version and a dirty version?
They know.
Why?
They know that what they are doing is
Okay.
it's not right. But they will do the dirty one and the clean one. And give the clean one to the radio system to play because they know that one will go far.
Okay.
And do the dirty one for the street.
Okay. That means that they are aware of what their music is doing to their youth. But because they know that they are
So-
enjoying it.
Like what he was saying, there is someone or there is an authority to check that one.
Yeah.
But the authority to check that one has the clean one. So it doesn't know what is in that stuff. Like what's the dirty one. You would, or maybe they can go and hear it somewhere, but not on the radio station.
Yes.
You see? So
But some time back, I'm not sure how many years. I'm not sure people were so much, especially ladies, were so much aware of body, like big ass, boobs, this and all that. But now in every music video, I mean most of the music videos, most of the ladies they use have this particular shape, are looking this way, are fair, have this kind of skin, this hairdo. So it's making most of the ladies follow that trend, which is also another influence that music is having on. So how are we going to put all these things in check? Because it's really going.
I'm a musician myself, and I believe, you see, we have boxed our kind of music in Ghana. That's one thing I am facing.
we copy blindly.
Copy blind.
Yes, there are a lot of genres of music. Classical music is there. I mean, we have jazz. You get it. But how many radio stations and the media houses play jazz music? Tell me.
Because Ghanaians don't like it.
Yes.
It is not about not liking it. You see,
if a radio station is playing that, who listens to
Who
that?
listens? Yes.
no, I can tell you, your kid brother at home is new to all this. You get it? How come I asked my mom one question, that how come I am able to speak her tongue? And she was like, but that's what we speak. So naturally, you see, we have boxed our music. So a child today knows a particular kind of music.
Yes.
Why don't we create an avenue for different kind of genres where there will be a balance? I mean, you play classical music in the morning, the baby is forced, you are forcing that child to listen to that music. No, you see, that's the problem we have. You know, we organize awards and then we have one musician there playing saxophone, very nice sax, good music. You get, but there is no avenue. We claim, oh yes, nobody will listen to it. Have you played it? You have not. So there is an imbalance somewhere. That's the problem. You see, the ladies will continue to wear all those dresses as long as those music videos keep popping up. Yeah. And it doesn't even apply to the ladies alone. We the guys who have problems ourselves. I mean, you watch a music video and the guy is dollars here and there. I also want to make some money.
Pressure.
Yeah, you know, there should be a balance. That's my problem. Have a balance. When you have a balance, classical music, hymns, even if it's Arabic music, play. Oh yes. Then you will understand when you go to school. Somebody says, ask for me, I like classical music. Go in our schools now and ask. Everybody will tell you that kind of music, and you will hear one person speaking about jazz because nobody plays it on the radio.
You don't even know about it.
Yes, because the media doesn't play.
You can even go to a program, start with jazz, to complain. Why not gospel?
DJ Radio, you're boring.
You see that I'm beginning to have a problem because the DJ grew up listening to the music he's enjoying now.
But he is in this profession and he should know that it's not about his interest.
Yeah, sometimes you go for a program and look at the people sitting down and look at what they like, not what you prefer to play for them.
But how can you tell from how somebody is looking?
You know, let me tell you a story. We went to school and asked, okay, what would you want to be in future? And nobody said I want to be a farmer. Why? Because the profession now is all about the services, I mean lawyers and all that. But back in the day, someone would tell I want to be a proud farmer. So if we want to change our music content, let's play. There would be, see, we create an avenue for everything. And when you go to the outside world, the Grammys and all that, do you know they actually award a jazz pianist?
Yes.
Why that?
Because in their society,
No,
they listen to all those
this
kind of
why? Because they've created an avenue for that kind of music. Ghana, we don't even award. I mean, what they mean boss means instrumentalist of the year thing. No, create a category for some kind of music. It will influence some part of the youth to know, okay, if I do this kind of music, it would also open me up for something else. But if everybody's doing any kind of music, posting any kind of videos, if I grow up, I want to be like the person posting that video. But if we create an avenue where we will have a pianist, a singer, someone doing some kind of music, I mean, let's create the avenue, that's all.
So whose duty is it?
So it's everybody's duty.
Everybody's even nowadays, our awards, high life song of the year. That thing,
How good ever that.
a high life song of the year. Then you give it to someone who is singing. Compare those days high life songs and now high life songs. Someone who is sitting back there playing high life song. Don't even nominate the person.
And back to the main question. Now people are really complaining, especially our mothers and fathers are complaining about the kind of attitude we the youth portray. They think that back in the days the youth were more respectful, humble. They portrayed some kind of behavior. Compared to us, we don't respect. We've gone wayward, and they blame it on the kind of music we listen to. Are they right about it?
They are wrong.
They are wrong.
It's technology. Those back in the days when it's 6 o'clock, you are supposed to be in your bed sleeping. But today, when it's 6 o'clock, I'll be playing game. Someone will go into the club. Somebody will go into this. So it's not like we are not respectful. It's technology. Everything has changed.
But if you say technology, music too has taken that trend. It falls in the technological trend. And even with what you're saying, there are still people somewhere in the villages that don't have access to certain things as at now, but they have access to radio, small radios that play certain kind of songs, and the things they listen to. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I like when you said radio. Who plays it? Is it media? You know, I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you respect?
Yes, I do.
Yes, why do you respect?
Because it's a must.
Yes, you see, the world is evolving. I mean, we will get to a time we'll sit in our cars and the cars will just be driving us.
It has started.
Yes, so are you saying if a car is driving, self-driving cars, does that mean I will not be safety conscious? No. You see, it boils down to one thing. The music is beginning to have influence. It has already been, you know, and it has influenced even the way we dress. So the way I talk to my mom might change. But there is a but there, which is what kind of music do you listen to at home, in school, you know? Now when you switch on your radio, 99.9% of the songs you listen to are songs talking about love, sex, you know. So obviously I would learn from that language, okay? Because when I grew up, I'm a Fanti, I speak Fanti. I'm a Ghana, I speak Ghana because my mom speaks Ghana. Now when I wake up and I listen to good music, at least some kind of jazz music, you know, it would change my influence. There is an imbalance in the music world. So yes, we are being disrespectful because our music is bad. Yeah, yes, the music is bad. So I don't support it. I support you. Honestly, we are being disrespectful because we think the bad music is the normal way of life now.
Yes.
That's what I'm trying to say.
There's nothing wrong with
yes,
it.
I mean somebody wear a short dress and
go to church.
And another will say, I don't know what shall they will say, oh, we need to be here. And that is a fact because there is an avenue for the person to see. My sister tell me, I don't know for your channel, how many songs do you play which portrays good norms and values? Ask our media houses for me. How many songs do you play? So if a child is behaving, let me use the word abnormal in quotes. Are you saying it's the fault of that child? No. It's the fault of what influences that child. Yeah. So we are being disrespectful because of bad music.
Viewers, let's go for a commercial break. We'll be back shortly. Thanks for staying with us. It's still MusicHall live on GlobeTv GH, and I'm your host Sewakuto. This is our last question. Personally, when you compare how you are living your life, because you're a musician,
yeah, sure.
How has music influenced you? What has changed about your life when you started doing music?
Oh wow. Music has influenced me positively. Very, very positively, you know.
You're saying positively because it's you.
Yeah, it's me because I choose what to listen to. Okay, I choose what to listen to, and probably my upbringing also is part because I had a dad who plays some kind of music and not some kind of other music.
So limited worship.
Yes, so I was able to pick certain songs and then add it to my life. Music has pushed me away from everything normal. When I say everything normal, in this day, it means that, you know, clubbing is normal.
Yes.
This is normal.
Sex is normal.
Yes, so it has pushed me away from it because music takes me out of the normal. I can sit in my closet, create a music on my piano, so I am safe. My mom knows even if there is flood in Accra, my boy is safe because he will be home playing music, you know. So music personally has influenced me positively. Yeah.
DJ, everyone has this perception, you know it. The DJs there.
Yeah.
DJs there.
Oh yeah. DJs there.
DJs there. Like you just how you just say like
yeah.
I must say. That's what people say. I'm not the one saying.
Someone say.
So what?
I didn't know what to say.
No, clarify yourself. Let us know that it's not every DJ that has say.
You know, being a DJ it is not easy to be a DJ because let's say you go to a program and you go and meet smokers. you have to cope with them. They will smoke around you, cope with them, play what they like.
So you smoke around, you also smoke around them and play what they like.
Listen, I'm trying to create something here.
Okay.
They will smoke around you, try to play what they like. You come out someone you see there, you come out and someone, oh, this guy, I saw him play music at this and this place.
Yeah.
They were smoking. That thing is there. You go for another program. Let's say maybe a gospel rock show. You go and play that one to different. So it depends on the kind of program you play and what the people see, like how you relate to the people. Maybe if they're smoking, then you join them, you smoke. You see, if something like that.
So that means the music really has an influence on your life, because you have to, like, don't you think you have to psych yourself or put yourself in this narrow box that this is what I do. So I won't let society, or I won't let this change what I do.
Listen,
let them know you for something. Or what,
really by 9 and it's supposed to be great. Or be at the club. Go with drinking. For me, I don't wake up home. They do drinking around me. So I'm not, you can't say it has have influence on me, because what they do, I don't do. I have my own personal life. I just cope with them and do what they want me to do for them.
Is that how you're awake?
That's the work. You see, in the club, someone will come to buy you this, and girl will come approach you. Suddenly, easy.
So how do you control yourself? How do you
just ignore them, Charlie?
I'm sure it's easy to ignore.
It's not easy, because you can see some fine girl be approaching you.
Yes.
What do you want? I'll buy you a drink. The first time I was playing in some park, and the girl approached me. I couldn't see the girl because my eyes was like, I was looking on the laptop, so I spotted the girl and she came, hey, I want to buy a drink. So I couldn't even see the girl's face, but later I saw the guy say, hey, so I let this girl go like that. Some fine girl, she bought me, don't see, because she asked, I want to buy a club or origin. Which one do you like? I said, well, I don't do that for. Or maybe don't see more or anything. She bought it and she left. So you see, it's the way you carry yourself.
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah.
So in general, summary, we are wrapping this up. From all the points you made, I can see that you think, or yes, you think that music has influenced the youth in a more negative way than good.
Well, I would say music has bad music. You know, I want to be
bad music.
Yes, bad music.
But you know, when you say bad music,
yes,
even the good music.
In summary, what I would say is, you see, music has influenced the youth as much more positive and as much more negative. It depends on where you choose, where you decide to be. For instance, you were saying, I've been playing in the pub. We have played somewhere, and then the next day you will find a lady taking the pictures and then sending it to you. In fact, it happens even in churches.
Wow.
Oh yes.
Enjoying.
so you can imagine.
Yeah.
You understand? It has to do with your upbringing. It has to do with your interests, your standard in life. I believe that you need to set a standard for yourself.
Yes.
You need to know where you're going and where you're coming from. So there is a positive aspect of everything. Music has influenced the youth in a very bad way and in a very good way. There is this balance, but my concern is the imbalance when it comes to the media. The media is giving opportunities to some kind of music, and then some genres of music is going down. So in as much as they produce and then they give some kind of music the opportunity, then there would be a bad kind of influence on our youth. There should be a balance. Create some avenues for other genres of music. And I am very serious on that. Create avenues for other genres of jazz music. Very nice, good, cool music. Not the gay all the time. I mean, if I'm here, I can't. Yes, I'll be hyper. And you don't expect me to play some songs and not be hyper. I will go for some alcohol to cool myself down. Yes, so if you play with some kind of good music, it will deter me from some things. You understand? Yeah.
I understand. DJ, your last words.
To me, what I would say is that it has influenced us in a very bad way. Because what I'm a DJ, I'll take it to the DJ aspect. We go for a program, we are playing good music. A young boy, a young girl come. Not try. You make a like, why are you playing old ladies? And the good music are for old ladies and the grown-ups. But the stupid ones are for we. The same aspect, playing the youthful, those tomboy, and what they do come. What kind of song are you playing? So you see, there is this thing that it depends on you, the individual. Which one will you choose? So like the good ones are for those the 50s, the 60s, and there are good ones now. there are good ones, too, but to be the youth, the high life and those types are for old ladies, because you can't play high life for youth right now. He won't like it. You prefer yourself around a stone boy. What kind of lifestyle is that? So it depends on we the individual.
That's on the harsh side.
Viewers, we bring the show to an end. As we've all heard, we have to set standards for ourselves. You have to know what you want, and you have to know the kind of music you listen to. It's still MusicHall live on GlobeTv GH, and I'm your host Sewa Koto. A very big thank you going out to our sponsors, New Global Pharmaceutical Limited and JM Ado and Sons Company Limited, Global Production House and Event Management. See you next time. Bye bye.